Namaste. As I was speaking in my previous videos about the consciousness part, let's try getting much further in the much advanced level. If I talk about consciousness as a whole, as a single entity, from the viewpoint of Ekoham Shiva, Aham Brahmasmi, Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Brahmaiva Jivo Naparaha. Or if we get into consciousness state and semi-consciousness state, subconsciousness, sub-semi-consciousness state. These four states, as I stated in my previous video, Om Bhur Bhuvaha Suvaha Maha Janaha Tapaha Satyam. These are interrelated to Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Brahmaiva Jivo Naparaha. Now, how do you really think that artificial intelligence, which modern day scientists or from the computer background are trying to interrelate that? It is going to be a disaster at the end. Not that I am trying to argue on this, not that I am trying to demean the people who are working on artificial intelligence, but altogether, if we really see, what I can say is, there is much advanced level intelligence which no one knows. To even decipher that, to understand that, one needs to understand Lalita Sahasranama's Antarmukha Samaradhya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha and Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayika, Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. Now, to explain this concept, Natya Brahma, so-called Natya Shastra, which is there existing in the very Vedic philosophy of dance, relating to dance, in precise, that is more or less talking about Natya Brahma. If one can decipher, one can understand who is this Natya Brahma. That is the first point which one needs to understand even before getting to understand this Natya Shastra. Because Natya Brahma more or less talks about Brahmanda, Indanda, Pindanda from the spiritual point of view. Here Brahmanda is that state, the first level of universe. That is the basic layer of the universe. Indanda is the secondary layer of the universe creation, wherein you have this social level uh, principles or whatever it is, societal changes. Pindanda is the state where that's the highest level, wherein this universe existence itself is something like a small pebble in a sea. This is where actually, like, if you understand these three layers, that's where you will be able to understand the conscious state of mind. Today, if I really look at the robotics, robotechnologies, nanotechnologies, chip technology, or whatever, everything is there in this universe where these three sets happen by and large. Now, for the argument's sake, let's say I argue on this point that Brahmanda, Indanda, Pindanda, or the first layer, second layer, and third layer of the universe existence, which more or less has that all the multidisciplinary functions of the universe existence as a whole, which is nothing but true definition of consciousness. That the conscious state of mind actually has all of these elements of this human existence. How do you understand this? How do you get about this? How do you really, how do you really imbibe this concept as a human being? It's only possible when you understand scriptures. These scriptures, more or less, are in the form of poetic version or scriptures version, which are more or less Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Atharvana Veda, Sama Veda, Vedas. Though one may, I wouldn't argue on this, I do not want to argue, but Veda is only one Veda. There is only one Veda, that's it. Now, for this to understand, for this Veda to be understood, if I talk in the frequency mode, or if I talk in the ASCII codes language, or if I talk in the Bijaksharas, or those alphabets, or signs of sound, or whatever it is, it does not make any sense, right? Thus, Natya Brahma, or so-called Natya Sutradhara, or in English terms, you can say the creator of the dance form, who is nothing but anchor. He plays an anchor role. He is playing an anchor role there. He is more or less trying to explain every bit of these three layers in the form of dance. That's where the classical dance form or the classical music form came. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very hard concept. Stay blessed. Have a real blissful life. May the Guru's grace be with all. Have a nice day.